What's going on, everybody? Welcome to T3G. My name is Harris, and today we are bringing you a review, actually a real quick review of a controller. Pretty much if you're a video game person like myself, you like to play games on the PC, certain games you prefer a joystick over a keyboard and mouse, then this is a review for you. This controller will also work for the 360 as well, and let's go ahead and go into it. Now, I don't have a box because I've already been using this item for quite some time, so we'll have to work without the box. Here's the controller right here. It's the Afterglow 360 controller. As you can see, this one lights up blue, and it's a very nice controller. I got it for $30. You can definitely get these on sale for around $20 to $25 depending when you're purchasing one. I absolutely love this controller. I'm one of those people that does play online on Steam. Not online, but on Steam mainly. I have most of my games now on there, so I always prefer for certain games to use a controller. I like the 360 controller because of the way it feels, how big it is, and the way it's laid out. So that's my preferable. You can always go with a PS3, but today it is the 360 style controller. What I like about this controller is because it is designed like the 360, virtually it feels like the 360 controller. It's got about the same size. Honestly, not about, it's probably exactly the same size. The buttons are laid out exactly the same, and everything feels just like the Xbox 360 controller. The actual analog sticks here feel exactly the same. Also as well, the buttons you're going to be using here on the right side, and even the trigger buttons and the bumper buttons, they're really, I mean, they feel pretty solid, nothing too bad. It doesn't feel like they're going to break anytime soon. And also as well, then you got the select and start buttons here, and then the Xbox middle button here in the middle. And then of course, if you do use the digital stick here for your directional buttons, that's obviously an option as well, and it works just like the 360 controller. Why not get a 360 controller over this? Really, it's what do you prefer? Do you prefer something that lights up, or do you not care and you want 360 controller? Then go with the 360 controller. Now, a lot of times what I've seen happen, and this is actually this has happened a few times when I went to gaming places where you can purchase games, of course. I've seen people ask, oh, how come my Xbox 360 controller doesn't work on my PC? A lot of times what people don't understand is because the wireless controller has a wire to connect it to the 360 doesn't mean you can use that same wire to plug it in directly to your PC and it'll work. It actually won't. You do require a wireless adapter for that controller to plug to the PC for it to properly be detected. So that's why I actually prefer the wired. I don't care for wireless. I prefer it for the wire. I don't want any interference or anything like that. Even my wireless 360 controllers, I use the wire that comes with it to plug directly to the 360 controller. This model here is actually just a plug-and-play model. It's perfect. You can just pick it up, plug it into your PC, and it'll detect it. As long as you don't have any bad USB ports, then that would be a reason why it's not working. Now, if it's not being detected and you actually went above and beyond and downloaded specific software from Microsoft to have the controller work properly, then you might be looking at a bad controller. But with mine, it was seamless. I just plugged it in and it was ready to go with almost any game I've tried on Steam and or even Origin. Like I said, all the buttons are exactly laid out, feels very sturdy. Since it is a clear cover, it does have a smoother feel than the Xbox 360 controller, but I don't mind that. I mean, it's perfectly fine. The grip is still perfect. And what's nice about the light up here is you can actually turn it off if you want completely. You can set it to vibrate only, so that means if it vibrates, that's when the light's going to come on, and then of course full on. I use the full on mode when I'm playing. When the controllers are not being used, I completely turn it off. Honestly, the vibrating, the rumble on it, perfectly great. Just like the Xbox 360 controller, it gets detected every time when it needs to go through, as long as the setting, of course, is active on the particular game that you're running. This has worked, like I said, virtually on any game I've used on Steam so far. Arkham Origins, the new Tomb Raider, Age of Reckoning, pretty much any game you can think of, this is so far pretty much worked on. There's really nothing much more to go. If you're looking for a wired controller, I would say this is the way to go. If you don't care for the light show or anything like that, you can definitely get an Xbox 360 controller. There are no gripes about this. This is absolutely fantastic. I do wish the price was a little easier on it. I mean, I know most controllers are around the 30 price range, but I believe maybe around 20-25 would be more uh, reasonable, but this is definitely a way to go. If you're looking for a controller that you want to use both on your 360 and the PC that lights up, get this one. There's nothing better. I haven't used many other different ones, but honestly, if you want anything that's close feel to a 360 controller, this is the way to go. If you want something more advanced for anybody that's more of a pro gamer that wants to mod their controllers, then obviously you're going to go with a different option. But for me, I just need a standard controller that I can use with certain games, and this is the one I went with. Once again, perfectly great controller. Can't say more about it. Plug and play for the PC side of things, plug and play for the Xbox 360 side of things. Just perfect overall. The only gripe, the Xbox logo here, it is a little tilted to the left. If you care for that, I mean, that doesn't bother me at all. As long as the button works, I really don't care how the logo is set up. Otherwise, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and we'll see you next time.